All right, I'm sitting here with our women's basketball coach, Larry Williams, as we get ready for the 2014-15 season. First off, I guess, with the season fast approaching, how's the team looking so far? Kind of what are your expectations going into this season?
I think that, as you go into new season, you're excited about new players, and you're excited about you always look at the past, and you can always improve on the past. And I'm very excited about the team and what the capabilities are, with everyone coming back for us, basically, in regards to the scoring part and the ones that played most of the time, and the influx of our freshmen that I believe are going to come in and really help us. And with getting back, hopefully, to our old way of playing, and barring injuries for this coming year, it's very promising. We lost by about 8 points a game last year, and surely we can make up those 9 points extra in regards to what we want to be able to do.
And I know last year, it was my first year here as the SID, and I came in kind of right at the beginning of your season. And it ended up that you guys missed out by the conference tournament by, I think it was a tiebreaker. Kind of what do you think needs to happen this year for you guys to get back into the conference tournament and maybe even the national tournament?
Well, again, hopefully our experience is going to make a difference. You always start the season about, are these winnable games? Are these questionable games? Do we have a chance against these teams? And last year, you look back, and there was 4 games that were very winnable for us, and if we just had won those games, we'd have finished 4th or 5th in the conference. That's how close the race was. So, the tiebreaker thing is a killer. We've got to approach each game that you need to win. Don't worry about the next game ahead. And so I think the experience that we have, even though we're still pretty young, will really help us in regards to making that conference tournament.
Mm-hmm. I know last year, I think you lost 2 seniors. This year, you only have 2 seniors again. So you still have a lot of familiar faces on the roster from last year, but in what ways have you upgraded from last year's team?
I know we've upgraded in regards to post play, to the strength of the inside game, which we were really lacking last year. So like I said before, we out of necessity last year we had to go 4 out, 1 in. Hopefully we're going to get back to 3 out, 2 in. We've recruited more size with our freshmen. We've got a young lady from Des Moines at 6'1", that I think is going to help us, and a 6-footer that's going to help us. So we've bulked up size-wise. We've added a couple of guards that more true point guards that I think can distribute the ball to our 2s and 3s. So I feel really good about the chances that we have that the team can bring offensively. Defensively, is always another story that you're going to win on the defensive end. But I think that overall, with the kids we brought in and the experience that we have, in my mind, I'm hoping that we're a lot better. But unfortunately, we got 4 or 5 other teams that are going to be better also. So then it just comes down to, to the players accepting responsibility and understanding what their roles are on the team, and that might take a little while. But right now the season's going well, and we're practicing hard.
You just kind of touched on a couple of your newcomers, but who do you expect to provide leadership on this year's team?
Well, without a doubt, our 2 seniors. Rebecca Capater, who is a 4-year starter for us, and as a freshman was on that Sweet 16 team, and really stepped up her freshman year, and really did a great job for us. And barring injuries, I would hope that she has a great year. Last year she was kind of out of her element in regards to going with our 4 guards out in 1 end. She didn't get enough touches. Hopefully this year, getting back to where we want to be, it's going to be a banner year for her, I hope, in regards to her senior year. And Michaela Brinkley, who is now a senior and be a 3rd-year player for us, has gradually learned about what I want. and led the conference in scoring last year. So there is a target on her back naturally. But I know she's accepted the role that distribute the ball a little bit more, and it's going to be more post orientated. And so I think, I believe those two seniors really want to get back there. And the thing is, what's really curious is Michaela, her freshman year, the same as Rebecca, was at William Woods, and they made it to the national tournament. So both those young ladies have been to the national tournament, and they're ripe and they're wanting to get back.
Yeah. How important is that to have two players that have been there before, that have been in your system now 3 and 4 years?
Well, I think it's very important. Our first year we made it when Allison Young was a senior and Tori, and we had those juniors and sophomores that it's just another world of getting there, and you're just driven to do that. Your attitude and the work ethic and everything else. So once you get there, you want to get back. And I know the two seniors that we have being there want to get back, and we want those freshmen to experience that also. So in 3 years, 2 years, whenever, they'll be able to get back there also.
All right. You guys, November 2nd, I think, is your first game. How it's coming up less than a month away. Can you believe that it's this close?
It's, you look back at last spring, and then you get all summer and you work, and they should be working out, and now all of a sudden it's upon us, and oh my gosh, it's this quick. And so you kind of, practice-wise and things, you kind of slow things down, and you think that, we're going to get anything in. And now all of a sudden, I looked yesterday and said, oh my, we've got to get this and this and this and this. You won't get everything in by the second, but you want to get your basic stuff in. So it's going good. And like I said, the new system is that we want to get back to is it's really new to our freshmen and sophomores, because we didn't do any of that last year. And so it's kind of a learning situation for everybody right now. But it is upon us, and us coaches have got to get to work and get them prepared at least for that first game.